Please, dear God, don't do what you're going to do. YouTube, what up? Today we have Project Ashe 80 carry lane stuck in a 2v1. So we start off this lane in a 1 versus 2. I'm not sure who is supposed to be the support, but they're clearly trolling. This means we lose this lane gracefully. And what I mean by that is if they walk forward, we walk back. If they go back to fountain, we shove to their turret and go back as well. We don't engage, we don't walk forward into 2 players, we gracefully lose our lane. If we wait patiently, the wave will come to us under tower, so do your best to last hit with your volley until then. Here we should be backed off well before Lucian walks forward and we take damage for no reason. This is another example of being too far forward in a lane that we are in by ourselves. We need every bit of HP we can get. Here we should be backed off, the wave will come to us, just be patient. What I want you to do in this situation is just hold on until the next cannon minion wave comes in, and then I want you to back immediately. This will give you an opportunity to replenish your resources and buy whatever items you can. Hopefully it'll help you in the long run. This wave is the one that I wanted you to clear and back immediately. Instead, we kind of just run around doing nothing when we could be running back from the fountain. The reason I wanted you to go back on this wave is cannon waves take a bit longer to shove back to turret. We need to utilize that time frame to replenish our resources. Now that we are forced to such low HP, we have no choice but to go back. If the enemy jungler were to show up, since we don't have vision of him, we would get tower dove and killed for free. Yes, we get the honey fruit, but the problem is we're playing with fire and it's only a matter of time before we get engaged on. At this point, if I'm Lucian or Senna, I'm walking forward and not letting you get anywhere near the waves. You can have the experience, but you're not getting any of the gold. I want you to ask yourself, why are you still here? At this point, you have to have items. We have no health, we have no mana, but we're walking forward. What are we doing? We're finally going back, but we spent so much time walking around that the wave's gonna crash into your tower. Okay, we're back to lane. We have some sustainability with Vamp Scepter. What do we do now? Trick question, we continue to lose the lane gracefully, but now we can start to edge forward because of the lifesteal that we now have. Oh look, our support finally shows up. Report this guy. This is a waste of an Ashe arrow because we have no kill pressure. The flash was enough of a victory. This is what the enemy team should have done to you when you stayed under turret with no health. This is why you don't. Use this as an example of why we can't completely step forward and we still have to play safely. We have no vision of where Senna is. Good job, we waited for assistance and then we picked up a double kill, which we got rewarded for. Either push the lane out or go back to base. This is why I wanted you to shove the turret and go back to base. Had it only been us that died here, I think it's a worthy trade, but Jarvan decides to fight instead of run. Instead of flashing away, I would have maybe flashed into the brush and tried to use the denial of vision to win. J4 locks us out of the fight, but good job on realizing that action was roaming over and that we need to fight here. Also, great arrow on Lucian. At this point, with objectives on the map, we need to push the wave and back so we can contest Rift Herald. As an AD carry with teammates with such low health, this is a terrible position for us. We never want to be this close to the front line, and it costs us our flash, which I'm sure we will get punished for. Coming back onto the map, our main objective should be Dragon. The enemy team has too many numbers bot side for us to be able to contest Herald. Also, Dragon is more valuable at this point of the game. However, now that Jungler is dead, the Rift Herald is a free objective. So we use a pretty significant cooldown to attack Herald so it doesn't reset. Meanwhile, we had a Blast Cone that you could have used. Now we have one less utility to escape. Okay, so now we have Herald and Dragon is up. I want to see you drop Herald bot lane and then use that pressure and that opportunity to take Dragon while the enemy team has to respond to Herald. If I'm Tryndamere, there's nothing I can do to stop this. I'm going to Dragon. So we lose Dragon, we don't get tower, we get flanked, and we lose the team fight. We had an opportunity to choke out the enemy team and we overstayed, which is a big problem in a lot of players' games. We are lucky that Baron is not up, or I guarantee the enemy team would have been on it. All we can do at this point is catch side waves and wait for our team to respawn. Again, this is terrible positioning. You never want to be this close to the enemy team. All it takes is for them to turn and kill you. Instead, you should approach from the tower and let Garen engage from the side. Feel free to disagree, but just because a play works doesn't mean it's the right play to make. If you're still watching, comment on whether you think it was the right play or the wrong play. Now we have good positioning. We have teammates in front of us to take the brunt of the damage, and Garen is flanking from the side. Don't get tunnel visioned and overchase. Baron is the call here. We are so tunnel visioned we completely ignore Baron. It's at this point where I want you to ask yourself, do I have enough gold for items? If the answer is yes, then go back and buy. If the answer is no, meet up with the rest of your team and push bot lane. So Dragon is up, but we have Baron. What do we do? The best answer is to go back, you and J4 take Dragon while the rest of the team split pushes. This is why I say never trust your teammates in solo queue. Had Tryndamere been there a second sooner, we lose Dragon. Please, dear God, don't do what you're going to do. Stop, pause the video, think about where you are right now. Where are our teammates? Who is alive and dead? Should we be here? This is an okay flash. It's better to be safe than sorry, but we're out of position anyway. We should not be here. Enemy blue side jungle or catching the wave top side are the two options we should be looking at. Either you or Ashe needs healing reduction for Mundo and Tryndamere. We are endlessly pushing waves into two people who are endlessly clearing waves. Baron is up, that is the option, go get it. The enemy jungler is dead, so the call should be for Baron and end this game. We have wasted so much time when this game already could have been over. We have three options: run it down mid, run it down bottom, or secure the third inhibitor tower. My call would be to secure the third inhibitor tower. This way you'll have no problem closing this one out. If you're gonna fight Tryndamere, make sure it's in the middle of Baron empowered minion waves. My final thought is this game went on entirely too long. We need to focus on objectives and focus on where we are on the map and when we are there. Many times we were pushed so far into the enemy territory. However, good job on sticking out the 2v1 and finding a way to get the W. If you enjoy this content and get value from it, put value back by hitting the like and subscribe button. I'll see you on the Rift.